Hello, guys. Sorry, we were 4 minutes late. We were trying to push to get. Kelly got in late, didn't you? So.
Yeah, so the trains were running correctly and it was just a nightmare, but I'm here now.
How are you guys? Good to see you, Jensen. How you been? Fiona, how are you? And Ailey, how are you?
How are you all? I hope you're all well.
Good to see you. We are really nice to see you again. Apologies for being a little bit late. What have you guys been up to this week? How have things been going? Let us know what you've been doing. Kelly's just having a little something to eat. I've got my little tea here. So we'll have. Now, we haven't got any snacks to try today. So we're going to go for the nice little, unless you brought some back.
No.
No. So we're going to go for a
Why are
nice
you pointing at me for?
So we'll go for a little chat today. So, Cole, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Single, I hope you're well.
We are well. How have you been? Anything good? So I'm going to do a little. Do you want to hear about the update on my grandma? Yes, we do. So, Jensen, I was going to come on to that. Thank you, Ailey. I know for about looking good. We're definitely there. How are you guys? So let us know. So we'll start off. Jensen, tell us the update on grandma. Did she have a lovely birthday on Friday? Did she enjoy it? And I bet she loved seeing you as well. What did you guys get up to? So you went to see her in the home, didn't you? And then you wanted to obviously wish her a happy birthday, say how she was. So I hope you said happy birthday from us. Don't worry if you didn't. And Ailey, how are things with you? Good to see you. Have you been okay? And Fiona, what have you been up to? Tell us what you've been doing. And St. Cole, how have you been? Have you booked any more theatre tickets coming up? Because I know obviously you went to see Wicked, Kelly's favourite musical. Oh, bless you. Good, thanks. Love the travel vlog home. We'll talk about that in a bit, actually.
Yes, I'm glad.
Oh, Ailey, I know you've been trying. I know it's been difficult. How's your aunt doing? How is she doing? And how are you coping? Also importantly, how you doing? I hope you're okay. I know it's very difficult as well, but hopefully we can cheer you up, and we can try and cheer you up by telling. So that is the first time I had ever traveled business class.
First time I've traveled business class.
You too. Exactly. But it was incredible. I think that's going to be once in a lifetime experience. But I'd love to go again, but I'm not sure.
I hope not. I hope it's not going to be a once in a lifetime experience.
Maybe eat that because you're choking while you think.
Because there's something stuck under my tongue and I'm just trying to
dislodge it. Eat that and then I'll do the comments. Jensen said, right, so we got the update. So she was well. She's making lots and lots of friends there at the care home, and she's enjoying it so far. And yes, fantastic. But how was her birthday? Did she have a good day? And also as well, did you have a good day seeing grandma? Which like I said, it's so nice though to hear she's making loads of friends. I'd imagine she's quite popular as well. So that's so good that she's making friends there. It's so nice that she's enjoying it. Ailey said, still the same. Seen her today, and she said to keep my head up and be strong.
Yeah.
Well, Ailey, that's what she wants you to do, and definitely do that. She does not want you to be sad. I know it's hard, and it is really, really hard. But I'm really, you should be really proud of you because you're really keeping yourself strong and you're keeping your chin up. So, and I know it's very, very difficult. But she definitely won't want that for you. So anyway, it's lovely to see you. I hope you're good. What have you been up to? Try and get some things to do this weekend if you can, because I think that will be really good for you to give you something to look forward to. Spend some time with your friends, go out shopping, do something nice, whatever you want to do. Watch some sports if that's what you're into. Now, I know I know Freon's gone to Dublin, hasn't he, to watch the football? The rugby. I think Tommy's watching the rugby as well, actually, so I might try and grab it while it's on. And it's her birthday today. Yes, of course, because you said Friday, and she's 92.
Wow.
Amazing.
That is amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. That is so good. Well, like I said, happy birthday to your gran. I hope she has a wonderful day. Happy birthday, Jensen's gran. I know you're not watching, but if you were, we definitely send on your our kind regards. And actual fact, Jensen, we put this up. So if you wanted to, you could show her this afterwards and say that we wish your gran a very, very happy birthday. So going back to what you were saying. So business class was really, really cool. The trouble is, once you fly it, it is so hard to go back to traveling back to the regular class bits. But it was really, really, really good.
Now, I must say, it was on the old BA aeroplane, so it wasn't a refurbished new one. So this was the old business class, but still for us, very lovely, very nice. A great experience. A great experience.
Talking of class, look who's joined us. It's Karina.
Hey, Karina.
That's a nice segue there. Good evening, everyone. I hope you had a good week. Mark, what are you doing with my Starbucks Paris mug? Have you got this one? Have you got this one? So I did, when we went to Paris, I did go a bit mad. I bought loads of the embossed ones as well. I found the Berlin one. We do have a Berlin one because my parents went to Berlin and they bought me the embossed one because I always want the embossed one.
Did
They did indeed.
Embossed one from Berlin. Wow.
Yeah, I showed you it. Anyway, it's upstairs.
Remember. Why is it upstairs?
Anyway, I tell a lie. I sneakily stuck into your house and I thought, I look at mugs. Ooh, Paris! I'll take that one.
You didn't buy loads of the embossed ones. You didn't want to buy them. I bought them. I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy this embossed mug. I'm going to buy them. I was like, how much? And I was like,
they are pricey, but I'm glad I got them because, well, not limited edition. So the London ones they've sold for years, but it's just one of those things. You always think, oh, I can get them many times.
You don't always see them,
but you don't always see them. This is true. Dwayne, good to see you.
Hey, Dwayne, I hope you're well.
Dwayne, how are things? You good? Any new karaoke things that you've been happening? Let us know what you've been doing. But good to see you as well. I'm glad you're well. I'm glad all good. Well, I'm assuming you're good, but I hope everything is good. So so sorry, just going back to that though. So business class was incredible. I've got to say the food is the best food I have ever had on an airline. On
an airplane,
it was so good. The food was incredible. It was not as good as like a restaurant quality, but I mean compared to other plane food. Now Kelly and I, we normally fly economy, so there you get those little plastic things and you rip it open and it's all a bit mushy and stuff like that, and you accept it because it's economy. But this comes onto a proper plate with a proper glass. So very different. Oh, have you seen the TikToks on cruffins in Covent Garden? Maybe one for you to try.
So we've actually tried cruffins on the live. There was
I don't remember that.
There was one that was that was a rhubarb one which you didn't like, and then there was a strawberry and cream one. That was when I was at working near Fortnum and Mason.
Oh, okay.
And they were the tall ones. They looked like muffins, but they were...
Oh yes, I do. Well, actually, so funny enough, when we were in, so we went to London last week because we film in Bao Buns. So we went to a place called Yautja, not to be confused with Woucher, but it was a all-you-can-eat bun place. So that will be coming when I finish with the Florida ones, the vids, which I'm coming up to the end of. We will start doing that. So definitely one we will look at. But no, thank you for the suggestion. Please keep them coming because we'll always look at them.
The place that did them was like a famous. It was one of the brothers, not brothers, but what are they called? Ryu or
I don't know.
The bunch of French chefs that you know. You don't know them personally, but you keep up with them.
All my French chef mates.
Ryu, or something like that. And it's like a load of brothers or a family of chefs, French chefs. And Gordon Ramsay, I think, trained under one of them.
Michel Roux. Right, you're right. Michel Roux. Yeah. They're very French chef. Okay, right.
So he had a shop next to Fortnum and Mason, but it's now transferred over to Piccadilly. And so it is my plan. It is on my list to go there and get one of the muffins.
So one of the things I was going to say to you, the St. Cot, you suggested a cookie place, and I wrote it down somewhere, and I've lost the pad that I wrote it down. Can you, if you don't mind, could you remind me the cookie place you suggested?
Now I've given you a new pad.
We have a new pad,
and it's right there.
Still in the cellophane, no doubt. So I will. I'll open that in a minute. That will be the first thing I write down, St. Cot.
Or you can put it in your notes in your phone.
Where are we? Oh, Aoife, how are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Aoife, I hope you're well.
It's been a while. How are you? I made beef stew. It's on the slow cooker for the night. Wow. Did you do it on a crock pot or did you do it on the...
Yes, crock pot.
No, she didn't say it was a slow cooker.
Slow cooker is a crock pot.
Oh, okay.
Just saying.
But how are you? How's the move gone? How are you enjoying your new place? Karina asked, was your flight on an Airbus? No, it was a BA Boeing, I believe.
Yeah.
Boeing one, but it was an older plane. So, but I have never ever flown on a plane where you can actually lift your legs up and like just relax, fully out flat, relax. So that was absolutely incredible, just to be able to do that and fully lie out flat. And it was weird. It's just strange. I thought, and of course, with this as well, my seat was facing, and yours was facing against direction of travel. So the plane's going that way and we're facing the other way. So again, never done that. I've always seen planes for me have always been in a direction of travel. So that was a bit weird.
So the way that, so they had actually separated us. So one was facing the other one and one was facing the other way. But Mark was sitting next to a stranger, but they were together like we were. And then she said, oh, do you want to sit next to each other? No, I was like, yes, please. So then she moved into the single one. So she had her own single, and then we had a double. So that was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. What was funny though, of course, I ordered the vegetarian. So when the air steward was going around and said to this lady, she goes, "Oh, you got the vegetarian." She went, "Oh no, that's not me. That's no way did she want the vegetarian."
No, no one ever really wants a vegetarian.
I do. Aoife said, "Oh, not feeling great. Been up since 6 a.m. Oh no, why? How come? Were you just not feeling well, or just struggling to sleep?"
I'm up at 6 a.m. every day.
I know it's you, Aoife. I got you straight away. Don't you worry about that. I worked it out from your title, which has changed slightly. Yeah. Your handle, that's the word. Dwayne said, "What has Kelly got for tea? Go on, share what you've got."
Well,
treated yourself.
Leftover.
So no, go on.
Leftover Wagamamas, and Mark says I treated myself, but who bought you Wagamamas as well?
She did. That's why I knew that I'd get a reaction from that.
I'm just eating leftovers, so I got some ebikatsu, which is the prawns, and then I got some squid, and I got a duck saku. I got Mark the salmon teriyaki.
Yeah.
I also asked him if he wanted a side. He goes, no, I don't want a side. I was like, all right.
But Karina, we did not get the white chocolate ginger.
It was in my basket. It was in my basket.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I was shocked. When I was putting the stuff out, I thought, oh, there's something missing. Where's the chocolate cheesecake? Normally, it always comes in this sort of brown cardboard box. So there I was thinking, oh, this cardboard box is going to be in there somewhere. There's no way Kelly would order a Wagamama's and no cheesecake. But no cheesecake.
I didn't, because earlier I had a cream cake. So that's why I do. And I've got the second cream cake in the fridge. So
I see. You were being good. But considering that's your favourite cheesecake of all time, I am shocked you didn't get it. Aoife, well, listen, if you're still on, please do let us know, how is your new place? How are you adjusting to it? Is everything good? Because I know you moved. I know you said it was small, compact and bijou. It was a bit small, but I am hoping that you are settling in okay. Just on the hang on, Sam. How are you? Good to see you. How have you been? Is the place all settled now? Talking of places, I know because you've had all the treatment done. And I know you've had the painting done. Is it all finished now? And are you able to now start doing your own little personal touches that you do? But really good to see you. I left a little comment on Nick's channel, by the way. I really did like where he had Darth Vader was fighting Henry Hoover. I thought that was brilliant. So I did leave a little thing on there. Karina said, I was about to ask when the cheesecake was going to make an appearance. You see? Great minds.
It was in my basket, but
you should have ordered it for the live. I could have had it then, and you wouldn't have been able to.
When I asked you, what did you want? What did you say?
No, do you know what? I never think of the cheesecake because that's Kelly's thing. But Karina, that is definitely one to be. Well, I don't want to build this up too much. I'd be really. It would be bad if we built it up and then you try to go, I have waited years for this. But anyway, hopefully
it was very small compared to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. Don't think Cheesecake Factory. You don't get 2 great dollops of cream on it. Dwayne said, I love to watch planes. Been watching them today. I know you do. do you, Dwayne? Because I think you watch the live takeoffs and landings, don't you? There's a couple of excuse me. There's a couple of YouTube channels where they do that. I think they do it live from Heathrow, live from Manchester Airport. Where you can actually see the planes take off and land. So, and I know because Fri-yay was doing that at one point. So I don't know if you're still doing that. Might be worth one day. You might fancy doing that as well. Obviously you have to sit outside the airport to do it, but film them coming in and out. Hey, Emma and John.
Hey, Emma and John. How are you?
Good to see you. So
So
everybody remember Emma and John have their own YouTube channel as well. I've been watching some of their stuff. I see that you had your plan to go to Yorkshire. And also as well, I enjoyed I haven't left a comment yet, and I mean to. You went to Miller and Carter and Bath. Now I know Bath very, very well. I know the Miller and Carter you went to.
Well, we went to it. We went for your dad's birthday, I think.
No, that wasn't Miller and Carter.
That was Miller.
Oh, that was the Miller. That wasn't. You're right. No, it was the Miller and Carter.
It's the one that was in the bank.
Yeah, the old bank. Yes, that was right. So,
as if I don't know.
There you go. So glad you enjoyed it. I'm really, really glad you enjoyed it. It's definitely a bit different, Miller and Carter. You're a bit mixed about it, but
yeah,
it's one of those things. It's the thing is, I don't know if you knew as well that Bath have been voted the city with the best restaurants, which did surprise me compared to London. But Bath does have some really good restaurants. What's his name? Hugh something Whitnall Henry Whitnall. He had a double-barrel name. He had a very famous restaurant there.
And we haven't tried a lot of the restaurants.
There's a very good noodle bar, which I can't remember the name of, which is really close to the university at that end of it. So right on the green, not the green there. There's the
not the Crescent.
No, the complete opposite end of the Crescent. It was nice enough for an evening out. I don't know if we would rush back. Yeah, I know it wasn't the best, but
yeah, I mean, for me, I've been there a couple of times, but I've not been impressed with their steak. So one time we went also for my nephew's birthday because he really loves steak and he wanted to go to there, and I was just like, no, this is not for me. And then when we went for your dad's birthday, I didn't mind it, but I didn't have steak. I had something else because I'm very particular about steak, so I don't have it everywhere. There's only a couple of places that I will actually eat steak at. Fri-yay being one of the places, I will gladly eat a steak at Fri-yay, and it's very reasonably priced as well. It's not as expensive as some of the other places that you go to for steak.
Right, I've got to write this down. I think it might be puffy cookies. So the first thing going into my notebook is St. Cott's puffy cookies. Karina said MK needs to do a Bath video. I've been told to visit there by a lot of people. So Bath, I grew up, Karina, just outside Bath. So that's where I was. I was born in Wiltshire, which is the county right next to.
Which also Emma and John as well.
Yeah, so which is next to Avon. Bath is in the county called Avon. So I was born in Bath. Born in Wiltshire, which is right next to Bath. So it's developed. They've done a lot of development in the last 25 years on Bath. It's a bit pricey, I'm not going to lie, especially the park. But it is if you go by train, it's only an hour and 20 minutes from London, so it's very, very fast to get there. Right, puffy cookies. I'm going to do that. Right, Sam said, I'm still painting. So this is an update on Sam's house. Still painting. It's taken forever, and some of the professional work done has been thrown off the wall. But my solar panels started working today. Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
You've got, wow. So you've got solar panels going.
Nice.
So, wow. That's incredible. So are you doing that to power your home, or the whole home, or are you doing it to sort of power some of the units you've got?
I mean, that will definitely save you money, especially if it's going to go towards your heating, electric, all of that type of stuff. That will be a real saver.
So yeah, do check out Emma and John's channel. Also, have a check out on Dwayne. Dwayne loves plane spotting. There's his other channel right there. So if you're interested in watching that, have a look. Fiona said, have we thought about if we are doing a live in our PJs? Sorry, I can't remember who suggested it. Thought it would be fun though. That was Karina's
I'm in
idea.
my PJs.
Well, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
in my PJs.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So next Friday, you must remind me.
Mm-hmm.
We will do the live in our PJs. Right now, I'm going to warn you now. You've asked for it. We will do it. So that means you can wear whatever you like, your loungewear and stuff like that. We'll have a cup of tea. We'll have our snacks, and that will be it. So if that's what you guys are like, I'm not sure you want to see me in my PJs, but I shall wear the most my nicest ones. I might even wear my Grinch ones actually. I think because I'm a Grinch. So yeah,
he really is.
All right, it will be fun. So we will do that. We will do that live in the PJ.
Next Friday. I mean, I'm not going to be any different because I'm already going to be in my PJs.
There you go. So there you go. So I was going to say, Emma and John, where is your? If you're still on, where is your next holiday? Is it Yorkshire? Was that a little teaser? And have you got any more eat outs that you're going to do? I know because you do like a whole plethora of things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And their little doggy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So do let us know. Let us know. Yeah. All right. We'll hold it to it. So again, we have no idea what you're wearing at home, so you can wear what you like. If you want to join us in the PJ thing, it will be fun. Where are we? Sam said the solar system produces 4 kilowatts today, even though on a really dull day. So hopefully in the summer we'll produce more and save me a few £100s a year.
Yeah,
that will be amazing. Do you know what, actually, Sam? I think you will notice it as well. I think they do say you can build up electricity. So I've seen. So it actually kind of stores it. So in the summer, like I said, that might actually save you a lot of money. So Yorkshire is our next one. And any more what? Sorry. So Emma and John. I don't know sure if it's Emma or John on, or both of you. It was, have you got any more restaurant reviews you've got, like you did with Miller and Carter? Have you got any of those come up? Oh, it's Emma. Hi, Emma. Mm-hmm. So yeah, have you got any more restaurant reviews you were going to do, like the Miller and Carter one, just out of interest? Sam said, "Oh, I love the business class flight vid. You both look so happy." It was a real treat, I have to say. I was not expecting that.
He wasn't expecting it, and I had already told his family. I told his brother, told his mum and dad, and I was going, "Oh yeah, I've booked my," and they were like, "Have you?" And I was like, "Yeah," and so I had to try, obviously, to keep it a secret. And I thought, he's not going to know the difference between turning, do you know what I mean, left and turning right. He's not going to know the difference. And so I thought, if he knew, then it would have been really interesting when they said, "Oh yeah, you got to turn left." And then he was like, "Left?" But then you saw his face when he saw, he was like, "What?" Like, yeah.
What was he turning? Because the thing is, I'm so used to turning right in an airport. So this is the first time I've ever done that. So when she said turn left, I just thought, hey, why am I doing that? So I just turned left, and I thought, well, maybe they're going to redirect me back. Because that's what I thought. I honestly thought I'd turn left and come back round again, which has happened before. And then I thought, oh my God, I'm sitting here. This is amazing. So it was incredible. I like to say I hope it's not. I hope we get to do it again, but it probably is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
I mean, it would be lovely to do it again. But on a newer plane, that would be really, I think that would be the next goal, to do that again, but on a newer plane. And it was, you know, we had the mocktails, and you would have seen the food that we had. Mark had a bad back. It would be nice to go at a time when Mark doesn't have a bad back.
Well, do you know what? That was my fault. So as you probably saw from that holiday, I'm carrying a massive backpack, tons of equipment in the back of it. And stuff I didn't even need. Most of it in there were things like tripods, which he never ever used. So when my back flipping pulled, it was, and I don't think
that wasn't what pulled your back.
And the bed was terrible.
It was the bed.
The bed was terrible. But I know now to take strong painkillers with me, which I do. So, but
you've been carrying bags for years.
For everybody, I would definitely recommend, if you can do business class just once in your lifetime. You know, I mean, it was our 50th birthday, so that's why we did it as a special celebration.
What do you mean we?
Mine. All right, my 50th celebration, but that's why it was a special. You got to go on it too.
Yeah, I got to go on it too, but unless you wanted to sit there by yourself.
No, it's quite, and that would be ridiculous.
I'm like, yeah, we did, and I was like, it was a surprise. You didn't know anything about it.
No, I didn't. So it was a once, but I definitely recommend, if you can. I know it's expensive. It's not something we would do.
No,
it's the first time I've ever done it, and I don't think it's something I can do any other time soon. but it was definitely amazing.
Mm.
Where are we? Yay! Oh, Bobby's joined us. Bobby Credit, lovely to see you.
Hello,
A
how are
new
you?
subscriber.
Mm.
Welcome to the channel. So,
Welcome.
Bobby, we just talk about anything you want. Join in the chat if you like, or sit in the background. But thank you for joining and thank you for subscribing.
Thank you for subscribing.
Karina said, "Yay! Putting it down on my calendar, not to change out of my pajamas next week. Amazing, amazing. The boss does not need to know. I don't know where you work, so we'll not be saying anything.
Listen, pajama live next Friday.
Yeah, there we go.
Pajama live.
Oh, and also as well, tell us what you would normally have in a pajama party snack. So we will try and get those snacks for Friday. So we've got plenty of notice. So and also we can let everybody know if they want to join us with those snacks. Sam said, "I'll need batteries to store the electricity, and they're very expensive." Oh, maybe you could offset it from the savings. I don't know, maybe. But I know when they're expensive. Sometimes you can get these things like secondhand as well. I saw a documentary where one guy, he put these, what do you call it? Solar panels. And he bought a secondhand battery from a submarine. Where he got it from, I don't know.
Submarine?
Yeah, from a submarine.
And
he got a secondhand battery. So, of course, like he charged them from there. Where are we? Emma said, "Oh, I see. We are not yet, but we are currently doing a series where we are trying to find the best farm shop, which has been fun." Oh, interesting.
That is lovely. I love to try all the farm. You know, when you go to the shop and you try all the cakes and the teas and stuff like that. I love that.
Right. I will be definitely trying to catch that up, Emma. That'll be excellent to watch. Have you done the Wicked Afternoon Tea yet? Says St. Cott. No, not yet. We've got that scheduled. I'll tell you when we got that scheduled for. We've got it scheduled in March. So
well, we may change it though.
Yeah. That's the thing. So we've got. So I tell you what, it was a gift from my brother and his partner. So thank you if you're watching. And so basically they've already booked the date in for us. We've just got to make sure we've got it free that weekend. So all being well, that will come in March. But we will definitely be doing the afternoon tea. We've already started now because our Florida vids are coming to an end. We've already started going out and filming stuff. And keep an eye on that. Tia is just joined. Hello, Tia.
Hey, Tia. Hope you're well.
Tia, Farmer Jay's is going to be one we're going to be doing soon. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be doing that and filming it. And that's one of your recommendations. So how are you, by the way? Good to see you. And Richard, how are you?
Hey, Richard, hope you're well.
Greetings and another huge vlog to come again. This time it's going on something that's valued at £8 million in money. No spoilers. It's great. It's great. That's it. All right. £8 million. I wonder what that is going to be. I'm assuming this is going to be something in central London, but may not be. All right. No spoilers. Not even going to give us a clue, but interesting to see. Yeah, Bobby's saying he's a brand new subscriber. Karina said, "Sam, with the solar panels, who pays for the solar panels and its installation?" Right, I'll come on to Sam's in a bit. Richard said, "Mark and Kels, I follow on my new channel. I revamped Richard's Adventures, 3D video and game." I saw that because you commentate on one of our videos. And I thought, who's this? And then I saw your avatar, the little picture. And I thought, oh, it's Richard. So, yeah. So is this going to be the new thing you're going to be doing? You're going to be focusing more on 3D vids and gaming? Is that where you're going with it? Jensen has got his new... Is that your new channel? Jensen Barrett M3P. Jensen, are you going to be doing any lives? I'm going to say, because you were talking about doing lives. Sam said, "Hi, Corinna. I believe my landlord receives a grant. All 6 of the bungalows where I live have got them. So great."
Nice.
So, well, that's it. Actually, if he gets a grant, Sam, you could try and be sneaky and see if he can pay for the batteries.
Or part pay for the batteries.
Or yeah, I was going to say, because that way you can argue the case that in the long run, it'll actually be economical for you. So that actually might work out that way. I don't know.
Yeah, economical for Sam, but I don't know if the landlord gets anything from it.
Well, he would, because like I said, it's got sell-on value. There he is, yeah. It's got sell-on value. It's worth a try. Anything's worse. What's the worst that can happen? You can only say no.
Well, you don't want him to sell the property.
No, but what I'm saying is about, like I say, I mean, if you think about it, the solar panels themselves, would be any economic for him, but it's worth a
Yeah.
try. You could just ask.
Mm.
Oh, Bobby, I said, I've not been well for the past week,
Oh.
in loads of pain, been taking paracetamol. Oh no, what's been happening? Your pain, you don't mind us asking. Sometimes you might, if it's really bad, you might need some stronger painkillers. That's always the thing is what, do you know, when I pulled
Just go to the doctor.
when I pulled my back muscle, I find it was what really helped was what's those things I take? Is it Nicorette? No, what's it? That's patches.
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen, that's the word. Nurofen. That really helped me. It takes about half an hour to kick in, but when it kicks in, I'm pain free.
Yeah, but Nurofen and ibuprofen doesn't agree with everyone. So go to your doctor and get like proper medication. Don't take what we're saying at all.
Yes, I haven't got my doctorate, so that is true. Right. So food suggestions for next Friday. Nutter butters. I knew you'd suggest that. And Doritos. Right. Now, Nutter butters, for our UK viewers, we have shown them before. They're peanut butter biscuits, but unfortunately,
there's some in the cupboard, but
but you can't get them in the UK. But I don't know if you can get UK equipped, but there's loads of ones you can get. One of the ones I would recommend, this is my personal recommendation, is the outrageously chocolate M&S milk chocolate coated Speckaloos.
These are new.
If you like Speckaloos. We did try these on the last live.
And I like these ones. These are okay. They're not like, like super, oh my God. But what I love about them is that they're individually wrapped. Yes, I know that is not great for the environment, but when you open them, they don't go stale.
Now, Thunder Bear really like these, but again, they're from M&S. They've got pork gelatine if anybody's not a meat eater. But
if anybody, doesn't eat meat.
Where are we? Richard said, my last vlog on HMS Belfast, I had 4 of my followers on the ship. Oh wow! One wanted a group photo, felt like a celebrity for the day. Amazing, nice feeling. Be cool if you got spotted and in restaurants.
Yeah, what you should do, Richard, is send us that picture.
Yeah, that'd be good. Send us the photograph on our about page, and then if you're happy, we'll share it.
Yeah.
Tia said, I can't wait. Well, Tia, and thank you, because this is your recommendation. So we do want to give it a try, Farmer Jay's. I'm not sure which weekend we're going to do it, but we will. Yeah. It will be relatively soon. Richard said 3D videos like extra vlogs, but with red and blue 3D glasses you can watch. Oh, right. So it's the old ones. You've got to watch the glasses to watch it. Cheap anyway to buy, and gaming be like clips. Could say something on the sidelines a little bit extra. So you're going to do a little bit of gaming. Gaming videos always do well, I always find. We did the gaming chair review a long time ago. This is during the pandemic. And that did all right for us. So yeah, I think people do like to see those.
I got you as a birthday present.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he looked at it and he was like, oh no, I don't want a gaming chair. And then used the gaming chair, and it was brilliant. And we did a video on it, and
it did all right. It did okay.
People really liked it. The thing is, because Mark doesn't game as much as he used to, like he doesn't get like a lot of gaming stuff now. But there was a time when like he would game all the time. I was just like, you can't game as much as what you've been gaming. But even now, sometimes he gets caught up, and then he's very tired, and then he's wondering why he's very tired. And I'm like, because
that's my weekend treat.
Gaming for however many hours.
Well, Simon the Sorcerer was suggested to me by was suggested to me last weekend, so I will have a look at that one. Liam suggested it. But interesting. Right now, Karina has said this to Sam. Sam, in the US, people who produce energy via solar panels can sell any unused energy to the energy company and lower their electricity bill.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Fact, I believe you can do that here. I'm not an expert, but I believe you can do that. Now, Sam said it's a big company who own the bungalows. The electric saving are all mine, and it's best to use my washing machine, etc. now during daylight hours. Oh, that's interesting. So, actual fact, the saving you make at the time it's generating the power is when you make the saving. Is that right? That's interesting. Yeah, Corinna, that's what will happen with the electric I don't use. Amazing. There you are. So you can do it.
Crazy.
That is incredible. Oh, Sam, that's good. Over the long run, that will save you a lot of money.
Yeah.
We've got the heating on. That's why it's getting a bit hot in here.
It's a little bit warm.
Oh, Bobby said, so when I do too much walking, etc., I'm in pain, and the meds I'm on, always called, is it gabapentin and loads of others that I can't spell
or pronounce, because that would be me. I'd be like, what? And I wouldn't be able to pronounce, because they give it some type of fancy medical name, and you can never pronounce them, and all of this, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I remember I had an operation and they gave me codeine, and that was a fantastic. That really knocked the pain. But again, obviously, it has to be prescribed.
Yeah.
But I do hope I mean, that's always catch-22. You need to walk, obviously, for fitness and what have you. But then, you know, the downside to that is the pain that you're in. Do you do a lot of walking, Bobby? Is that one of your hobbies, going out for long walks? Richard said, clue to what I'm doing this weekend, a big vlog. This is the last clue. This is the last clue you're getting. It launched last week, and this week, loads of YouTubers are going to do it. And yes, it's a popular hype.
I thought we weren't getting any clues.
No, you're getting one now. So your clue is it launched last week. This week's had loads of YouTubers doing it, and yes, it's a popular hype. There you go.
Okay.
Any guesses?
No.
And it costs £8 million. That's your other clue.
I would have no clue, because Richard's interested in things that I'm not interested in. So like Richard's like very much into, and I don't want to get it wrong, but it's something like anime or manga and all of that type of stuff. And it's not all, you know, like Hello Kitty and all of that type of stuff. So I would have no clue on how much it is or all of that type of stuff. So I wouldn't know, to be honest. Yeah. So I couldn't take an educated guess, because it might be something to do with like a character or a comic or something like that. So I wouldn't be able to take an educated guess with what it could be.
Richard said, Mark, what games do you actually play? Like, right. Okay. So I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit geeky. I do like strategy games.
Yeah, Mark's very much.
I very much like the strategy games. So I was playing Civilization, where you basically create your own. You know, I thought I'm going to colonize the world, and then I got absolutely crushed. Right, my armies got completely defeated. So yeah, wasn't good. But that's my type of thing.
But also, was it The Witcher that you played?
I didn't like it. Sorry, I know you bought it for me.
Was it Red?
Oh, Red Dead Redemption. So I do like what they call open world games, where you're in a massive world and you just basically go anywhere you want. That is one of my other favorites as well.
And then The Last of Us.
Yeah, that was a great game. Yeah. That was a great game. Emma said, we have solar panels and we get money back quarterly.
Wow.
There you go. So it does seem to pay off.
Yeah.
We've never considered it. Actually, in fact, somebody down our road has got them. Yeah. I don't know how he got them installed, or if he paid for them or what, but some of our neighbours have got them on their sheds as well. So,
I haven't seen them on the sheds, but I've seen them on the roofs.
There we go. So it might be worth doing, but interesting, and you get the money back. Richard said, I'm like mega excited. I can't sleep. That's how excited I am. This sounds fun. Amy said, I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
My aunt called to ask how I am, and she says she's feeling better. Oh, that's amazing.
That's nice.
Ailey, small wins. Take that. That's really good that she's feeling a bit better. So good to see her. I'm glad. Hopefully that lifts you up a bit, that spirit. That's really nice as well. Hey, leading healing. Oh my god, you're live. I guess it's Friday. My mum coming to fix my bike shortly, so it's great to see you. P.S. Not long after you left, JS, things fell apart on the stream. Not blaming you, but this guy who I had been getting to know showed he's crazy, and he's creatively including violence, misogyny. I thought he was better than that. Oh god. So just to put that in context, so Leading Healing did a live yesterday. On Leading Healing's live, if people are interested, he does do not karaoke, but like sing-alongs as well. Suggest a song, and Leading Healing will either play on the piano or on the guitar. So I was watching it. We were doing some suggestions actually, because Kelly was with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course I had to leave because it was 11 o'clock at that point. Kelly and
I was already in bed, and I was thinking I'm going to fall asleep.
I know. So unfortunately, we had to leave just because obviously we got to work the next day. But I didn't realise that happened. Was that the guy that was on? They kept asking if you missed him. I wasn't sure if it was that guy. Was it somebody else? Thunder Bear.
Hey, Thunder Bear. Hope you're well.
Good to see you. Greetings and salutations to my favourite couple. Oh, bless you.
Aw.
So if you've just joined, just to let you know, next Friday we will be doing a few of you have requested, as weird as this sounds, it will be a pajama party. So get your pajamas on, like Kelly.
I'm already in my pajamas, so
and also,
it'd just be a normal night for me.
Yeah, so basically on your pajamas, get your snacks and we'll have a chat.
Yeah.
But you've got to suggest some snacks for us to get so we can enjoy them with you. So any snacks you want, you just do. Leading Healing said, oh no, sorry, Jensen said, right, sorry, I am back. I had a few problems here, but it's almost gone. Oh, good. Okay. I hope you're okay. I hope you okay. Oh, you're all right. Where are we? Leading Healing says, hopefully you will still be rolling in an hour and a half. Mum, can see you now. How wholesome you are. Well, hello to your mum if she's watching. Hello.
I don't know if she's arrived yet. She hasn't arrived yet.
Good. She's feeling better, Ailey. And yeah, Mark and Kelly was watching Ricky Lake, but see you're alive. Oh my God, is that still on?
Ricky Lake.
I really does. As free on being on here. No, he hasn't been on today, Ailey. But he did. I'm sure he said this weekend he's going to Dublin.
Yeah, he did.
So he might be flying now, which is why he's not been on here. Where are we? Richard said one more clue. What? You get another clue. You got another clue. On a big vlog, if you're live in London, it has a huge impact on you in a mega big way. Like huge. It affects others in different ways. Oh, if we did we have been talking about doing a live in London for ages and we haven't. Although we are in London, I mean in central London.
It's not even safe to do a live in London. You want your phone snatched?
Oh yeah,
you can do a live with your
I
phone.
might do a live in central London. Oh yeah, I played for the Lovebirds to do a karaoke music. You did, Shania
Twain.
I'd be serenading you to sleep. No, it wasn't Oliver, but I wondered about him. He was Sega based. It was a mature and amicable, but really disappointing. I had trusted him and felt a connection. He was even in the community. I need more of this real life and such, I guess, but you know, it will always be great and wholesome. Well, do you know what? One of the things is you can never legislate who comes on your live. We're very lucky because we're very blessed to have you guys. Occasionally you get someone come on that will say, oh, you're rubbish, which is fine. I mean, that's absolutely fine.
Everyone has their opinion.
Someone come on and be abusive, but we're very fortunate because that's very much the exception rather than the rule.
Yeah, we don't get many of them, and it is disappointing when people come on. In my mind, I'm just thinking, just scroll on or just, you know, go to something that you enjoy. But yeah, sometimes they like to mention these derogatory comments and you just, you know.
But you know, in one of those things, let's go. So Ailey, if you're interested, that is what we're doing next Friday. Richard said next Friday won't be here. Important things to do. Stay tuned. Okay. Thunderbear said, I'm good, thank you. How are you both? I can breathe after taking a wig off I have been wearing today.
Ooh.
You're wearing a wig? I'm intrigued.
We are well. There was a madness with the trains when I was coming home. And you know, and they switched platforms, but at least this time they gave us notice. There was one time they didn't give us enough notice, and we had to run from one platform, go down the escalators, come up the other platform, and all of this. But luckily, unfortunately, there was a couple with a pram behind me. Luckily, I wasn't the slowest because I don't run fast. So it's just going down, and you can't run down the escalator because sometimes the tread is so steep, it's just crazy. So we were going down the escalator, then we went up the escalator, and some lovely people held the door because I'd already been waiting half an hour. If I missed that train, I'd have to wait another half an hour. That would be an hour. But they literally told us at the last minute. Luckily, some people held the door open because it just was closing as I was getting there. And managed to jump on the train. I was like, thank you. But yeah, it is crazy sometimes.
Where are we? Oh no, she hasn't arrived yet. It's right. So it's 1:15 in the afternoon where you are. Right. Leading Healing's in Canada.
Yeah.
She's just finished work and having lunch. I'll be. You're having great rice and broccoli, garlic spinach wrap, and may have a paneer patty. Very nice. Ailey said, "Oh, I wasn't informed that he was going." Now, this is I don't know. I don't want to get Fri-yay into trouble. I don't know if it's this weekend he's going on next weekend, but he did say he was going on the trip. But he did say on the live here. I think
Yeah.
you were on when he was on. You may have not seen the comment.
Whenever the rugby is. I don't know which weekend the rugby is, but whenever that is, that's when he's going.
Jency said, my auntie hasn't been feeling well. I'm sorry to hear that.
Aw.
But I think she's feeling better now.
Aw.
And I had a cold on Wednesday night and Thursday, and it's gone now. Good. So you're feeling better. A little bit, just need a little bit of a rest.
Do you know what? So there was this viewer so after I put our flight up, there was a viewer that commented and going, oh, you know, I'm gonna miss these little videos and stuff like that. So
I'm having one of these.
yeah, no, go ahead.
Am I allowed?
You can have them.
I'm
told you
joking.
You can have them. Just don't eat everything. I mean, of those you can eat, but sometimes Mark just like mine is the amount of packets that I've seen in the corridor ready for recycling because Mark's just mindlessly eating everything, and I was like,
I like mindlessly eating.
Yeah, so a viewer commented and she was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna miss your until you go on your next trip. Are you planning your next trip soon? I said, funnily enough, this is season 3 and we've already filmed season 4. So I'm now just starting to edit the first day of season 4. So I said, you don't have to worry. There'll be some more videos up. And so now this will be November. And we actually stay at the airport. So this was our first time.
Yeah.
Mark had to think there. He's like, he's too busy eating the biscuit.
I was enjoying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually we stayed at Gatwick Airport. So they have a hotel which is right outside the gate. Literally, right. You come out the hotel.
Outside the security gate. Yeah.
So you just basically go through the gate and then you go onto your flight. So that's what we stayed there. So you can get to see what the hotel's like. Just on that as well, this Sunday on this channel, Kelly and I went to Disney Springs and the Coca-Cola store. Now they do a special thing called
it's a flight. It was actually
hang on. Around the tray around the world. That's what it's called. Now you've gone to speak.
No, I was going to say it was actually Kira and Dina that suggested it.
Yeah, that's
I had heard of it, but I didn't quite. So before Dina and Kira had said anything, I had heard of it because obviously I watch a lot of videos and stuff like that. But it wasn't on my mind to try it. I suppose it was just one of those things. If we pass by, we might. But then Kira and Dina said, yeah, you know, like go and try it. So we thought, you know what, let's go and try it. And yeah, it was really interesting.
It was really, so if you're interested, that's what we'll be doing. We're trying sodas for all around the world. So they do a tray, which is called, I forget what do I call it?
Tray flight tray?
No. I think it's called Tray Around the World, something like that. I'll put it in the description. And so they have drinks from all around the world. So you get to try all of those. And you bought 3 extra ones, which are the specials they had.
Yeah, because so when I went up to go and get them, there was also, they had these mocktails as well. Because you could get cocktails, you get mocktails. And there were 3 cocktails that I really wanted to try. And so we got a chance to try the mocktails.
But the store is amazing. The views from the bar, it's a rooftop bar, are stunning. Yeah. So if you're interested, that is up this Friday. This Sunday, sorry.
And the thing is, you have to really wait around because all the seats are taken.
Yeah.
And so I was waiting. So I was waiting for Mark for ages because he was doing whatever he was doing downstairs, looking at the merch and blah blah blah. I was waiting for him for ages, and I said, "No, come upstairs now." And then he came upstairs, and then I got him to be able to save the seat. So then but it was a big old queue to get the tray, and then I was worried about carrying the tray and all of this, but we got there.
Oh, Lin Hing said you guys are winning over Ricky Lake because you rock.
Oh, bless thank you.
I can watch it later. I did Shania Twain. What a blessing, man. Yes. I feel like a woman.
That wasn't the Shania Twain one he did, though.
No. But I think he's done one now.
I see.
Richard said, I did drop a trailer for my Feb vlogs. All right, I shall check that out, Richard. Plus, all the miners, especially last night, I mean, what kind of non-judge and trolling, but it's awkward. Society has a way they see through people. Why don't they know me as a face or value? So I could try and handle it, but it's hard to tell them, I don't think you should be on here. for that reason. So yeah, what Leading Healing did on his live, he was getting a lot. You're getting a lot of like 10 and 11-year-olds going on the site. I think it's okay as long as their parents know,
Yeah.
and they give their blessing.
Yeah.
You don't talk about any dodgy subject matter. Where are we?
I mean, we have a cohort of young viewers as well. They like to join in, and I think that's the thing. I think the younger viewers, they do want to join in and they do want to partake, and that's quite nice.
Where are we? Thunderbird said they just secretly love you. Oh, Leaning his. I am, however, worried about Leanne and Wiggs. Thunderbear. Good to see you again. But to me, I remember you're a woman. I hope you won't mind me asking, is this for cancer reasons? I don't think we can ask that one.
Yes.
Because it could be just some other reason.
I think the thing is, we don't ask questions of people. If people want to say certain things, they can. And if they don't want to, they don't have to. We don't like ask probing questions like that. We just want people, if they feel confident, if they feel safe in this space, then they can talk about, like, we can all talk about whatever we want to. But there are certain things that we try to stay away from, one of them being politics, and stuff like that. But if people want to talk about themselves, about certain things, they can do. But if they don't want to, they don't have to.
Well, Ashford, I think it's all positive because Leading Healing did say love to you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, yeah.
Trying to figure out this and find purpose. Hope to meet some people at an event, but it's an hour and to see the difficult with the transportation. That cup though, P.S. I like my dog's rule most cup. And so we were talking about mugs, and Leading Healing was talking about all the mugs that he's got, but we were just saying we got tons of them. So your favorite cup was the dog's rule one.
I think these are one of my favorite ones because it's got the dodo on it. And my family are from Mauritius, and the dodo originates from Mauritius. I was talking about it with a colleague at work yesterday, actually. But yeah, and I've got cups with dodos on it.
Thunder Beggars. No, I'm glad to hear that. Yes, I wear wigs sometimes. They're fun to wear, but you can't wait to take it off after hours. It must be fun actually doing that. I was going to say, because do you know what I mean? It's one of those things you can just change your look instantly.
My only bugbear with a wig, other than obviously feeling hot underneath it, would be getting all the hair up, and I think trying to get it flat enough to fit a wig on it so that it didn't look like it was high, if that makes sense. But I'm always fascinated because some lady, I remember Kylie Minogue one time, she had this like pixie wig, but she said that she had to pull her hair so tight it would cause headaches, but she loved the fact that it was short and how it felt on her neck. Yeah.
Where are we?
Or didn't feel on her neck.
Richard said, no crumbs, Mark Kelly be forking it. Yeah, exactly. So we get these stabbing. Do you know what, Richard? I've learned a technique just to hoover these biscuits up in one go.
Yeah,
so, crumbs.
It's when I'm not here.
Jensen said, and some staff members were no, sorry, I've missed that. Sorry, I've missed a few bits here. Vanderbeer said, trains suddenly being late or just messing up is so rigged. Where else do the trains have to go other than the one track they belong to? Do you know what? The bit that annoys me more than anything about trains is when they say the train is delayed or cancelled due to there not being, due to a member of the train being unavailable. Basically, that means they didn't turn up to work.
The thing is, right, they don't pay drivers in the same way. Not that I'm for or against, I'm just making an observation or just talking currently. So back in the day, so I used to be a temp, right? So back in the day, you would go to the office and they would have a few of you in the office. Now, I wasn't part of that. So that happened before I started being a temp. But back in the old days, when you were a temp, you would go to the office and you would wait. And you would wait, you'd have a coffee or whatever, or tea, and you would wait until a call came in, and then if you didn't get any work that day, they would pay you for 3 hours, right? But they scrapped that. And I think that's very, I think that is the same with the train drivers. They would have train drivers come in case they had to cover sickness or whatever. But then when they were switching up and changing the contracts and stuff like that, they stopped that. So now if somebody turns up, if somebody rings in sick, there's no one to cover. There's no one to cover. So if somebody's turned up sick or they've had an accident or whatever, somebody has been traumatized because there's been an accident on the train, so they're out for however long. It's just one of those things that they haven't planned for. They used to back in the day, but then you have all these board members now. You have all these board members that
got to pay the shareholders.
You got to pay the shareholders. You got to pay them their profit they've invested or whatever. So now all of those things that would have been put in place, all of those, and back in the day, those trainers, they would have been paid very well. I'm not saying that they're not paid, but they would have been paid better. There would have been, you would have done your extra shifts and this and that. You get time and a half, double time, all of that type of stuff, and they would have been in good stead. But that's not the way now. So when things happen, there isn't a spare driver because there's none in the office.
Ginger said, and some staff members were feeling ill, but all the tests are finished and now I enjoyed it. So was that when you said all the staff members are feeling ill, was that at your school or was that at your grand's home? Let us know. Leaning Healing said, eating a biscuit and reading lovely comments, but not listening to Kelly. Joking, of course. Yeah. We are all happily listening to both of you. I know. Leaning Healing also said, you guys live such a life of adventure. I don't know about that. P.S. I hope you got my email. Do you know what, Leading Healing? I haven't checked because we'll check now. Do you know what? Because Kelly had literally just got in and we started the live, and I finished work pretty close to the live then, so we will check it. Has anything come through?
This one has come through. Is it? Did you say trust you guys deeply? You rock. Is that the one?
If it is, that's you.
Testing the merch and chat.
Yeah. Where are we? Sam said, I've got to go. Can't wait for the BJ snacks and chat party. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Sam, take care. Lovely to see you.
Sam.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you for joining us.
Thunderbird said, Leading Healing. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Hope you're well too. I'm just a fan of wigs. All is well. Oh, that's good.
That's good. My mum was when it started to wear wigs a little bit. And I was just like, mums, these wigs are not good. Like, they were just like different wigs. But maybe I will invest and maybe buy her one that I think may suit her or something like that. I'll have a look into it.
Shall I wear one? Or do you think I've noticed as well? Mark, you wear? No, nothing unusual. Just Thunderbird. Where are we? Mushroom soup, lol. Not much room tonight. Get it?
Not much room
tonight. Thunderbird said, Mark. Man like Mark, living the life, enjoying biscuits. You know it, Thunderbird. Do you know what? It's really bad. When we do these taste tests on our lives, especially with biscuits, we only eat like one of the biscuits each.
I will eat one of the biscuits.
And then we pile them in a little bowl. So this is the bowl we got from the US.
Yeah, I love that little bowl.
Oh, just quickly talking to trains. Karina, I don't know if you're still on. But does anybody in America take trains anymore? Or do they avoid it and just take any form of transportation?
Yeah.
Just out of interest. So this is a little bowl. Like, it's a bit of a festive bowl. And this is where we keep all these like snacks. But of course, over the weeks, we buy more than we have. So we end up having this like huge bowl of these.
And Mark has eaten a lot of these.
I know, it's real bad. I don't eat them in one go, but I do. I'm really bad, especially if I'm working. I'll be just like, who's eating all these?
Yeah. Who indeed?
Where are we? Richard said, Mark, put a leak under your sink and tell Kelly there's a leak under the sink. I might do that. Put an actual literal leak under the top. You guys are still the ones. Oh, bless you. Thunderbird said, Richard, Kelly will give him the look. Oh, no, listen. You don't want the look. I get the look a lot. You don't want the look. Leading Healy said, good point. I will ask their parents.
Yeah.
Kids so much. I think what you've got to do is just double check, because it's a lot of them will just say, yeah, they're fine with it. But of course you don't know. But
yeah, you don't know.
I know what you mean, just for the risk, because you don't have anything lewd or obscene in your channel anyway. and you just play music. But it's always good just to double check.
Yeah, because I think even Charlie's mum sort of messaged me at one point, and it's nice to connect with parents and stuff like that. And you know, we were speaking about the Zoom and stuff like that, but we also have to remember that we have a young cohort on the channel, and so we can't do a Zoom as we would like because they wouldn't be able to join, and I wouldn't feel comfortable with having sort of them joining a Zoom because for privacy reasons and all of that type of thing. But also it wouldn't be fair to do a Zoom without them, if that makes sense, because they'd be left out. So it's one of those things. I mean, maybe one day we could think about doing a Zoom or something like that, but it would have to be of a certain age. Like Mark was saying 18, I was saying 21. But it gets to that sort of thing, you know, and it would be a shame. It's like, you know, a lot of people like to have child-free parties and stuff like that, and I'm not against that or anything like that. But when I have a party, it always includes the kids because it's the time that they get to spend time with their. I remember growing up, and there was always a party. It was always, you know, kids. You get to go and chat with your cousins. What you don't see them all the time, and that's very much how we grew up. And so now when we have parties and I see all the kids running about, I just remember that. I remember all the kids running about and, you know, dancing. We're a family that loves to dance and stuff like that. So when I see the parents dragging their kids on the floor and having a dance, I just think that's just so heartwarming, you know, because they do love to run about and chase each other and stuff like that. But also what's nice is to see them getting on the dance floor. That's also nice.
He leading here said we must make this a happy, positive, supportive spot for us all. And like, you know what? I think it is.
I hope so.
And you guys make it that way. So thank you. Richard said, Kelly, I'm making a mess with my crumbs everywhere. I'll clean it later. Yeah. you're gonna temper her OCD. Oh, it was a dodo. Yeah, it's a dodo.
It's dodo.
Said leading healing. I thought it was a vulture. Yeah, do you know what? It can from a distance. That can look a bit like a vulture.
No, it's a dodo.
It's a little dodo. Where on earth is Mauritius?
In the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, it is. It's off the African coast. So on the southeastern African coast. Richard said, very close to Madagascar. I have one mug, had it 10 years, my special Tinkerbell gold leaf mug. Don't want to break it. Worth all the love.
Yeah, I mean, I have some favorite mugs that I don't use. And like I have a Starbucks one. I love it's sitting over there. I don't know what it is, but it's like a mock takeaway cup, and I absolutely love it. And it's just such a shame that they don't do them anymore. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the thing. Yeah, that is his email. After hours is when I put them on Thunder Bear. Then again, I'm unemployed though, so I mostly wish I had more clients. Things will come, business will come. You're doing your lives as well. That counts as work, as I think. Thunder Bear said, yes, that's true. It's better to come through your hair and then it's all flat. Too tight if it's headache inducing. Have you guys ever worn one?
No.
You never worn a wig?
I've never worn a wig.
I don't think I have actually.
No.
I don't think. I'm just trying to think if I ever have. I think I've worn one as not a joke, but I think you see them in a shop and I'll put them on and then
that's probably about
but never actually physically gone out and worn them.
I've not worn one for any fancy dress party or anything like that. I've coloured my hair though with spray campaign, and one time I did silver and it just looked like I had grey hair.
So over to you guys. Has anybody worn a wig? Anyone gone out and worn it? Has people noticed? Have they different? How did it make you feel? I'm glad that, by the way, though, through the adventure, you make time for this community. And of course, posh living. I don't know about posh living. I think
people think we are posh, right? But we're not, just to let you know. But I will say, I do have bougie taste. I can't, and I've always been like that. I've always been the type of person that and I think my mum has always known that about me. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to slum it. And I like like I said to you, KFC, McDonald's, blah blah blah.
That's your slumming it.
That's my listen.
Hello,
I like
McDonald's. I want to slum it. Can I have
yes,
a...
I like to slum it. But I mean, I think my cousin was mentioning something about, you know, where we go to eat and stuff like that. But also, I like to show what you can get for your money, what is out there. People might not get a chance to go to these places, so they get to see what these places are like. And, you know, we get to try. We have tried so many different things through running these channels, things that we never would have gone to, things that we never would have tried. We would have just stuck to the, you know, the Prezzos and the Pizza Expresses and all of those. It's through this channel that we sort of found like little viral trends. I didn't know Cucumber Alley existed.
No.
All these places, Hutong that we've got to try. I didn't know that you know, I can't afford to go and eat a la carte at any of these places. But when there's a fixed price menu and I know I can enjoy a fixed price menu, then I will go and I will try these fixed price menus. And it gives people a chance to go. Yes, they are expensive. Don't get me wrong. Going to Hutong, like £85 or whatever for one person, is expensive. But it's not as expensive if I was going a la carte or something ridiculous, and then the bill is like hundreds of pounds. So it just gives you the chance to go and try all of these places that, you know, I would never have gone to Sky Garden.
No,
and we didn't even eat at Sky Garden. I would never have gone to Sky Garden before. It was only through doing the channel. We've got to go on the Bustronome. We've done Sky Garden.
Yeah.
We did the Fenchurch Street garden thing, which we never...
So I was going to say, we will go back to Sky Garden because we haven't filmed it. We haven't filmed it.
Oh, have we not?
No, we've never filmed it. So we will film it so you guys can see what it's like. It's free to go up there.
And it's free, yeah. There's all of this stuff that we never would have tried or known about until we started this channel.
And thank you, says Thunder Bear. Yes, it's a very positive place. Oh, bless you.
I hope so.
Said, my trains never run on time on my model railway layout. And my gauge is always on time. My American loco is on time. My British train's waiting on the line to be cleaned. Yes, I know the feeling. So Richard's into his model railways.
Yeah.
Thunderbird says, yes, exactly. What do you mean delayed? A very planned delayed. Absolutely. Leaning in, he said, I'm okay, Thunderbear, sort of tired, but medically feeling somewhat better. Eating, I guess. I have ill conditions or predispositions. I'm not sure how connecting with my mum's going today. Well, she'll be with you soon, actually, isn't she? She's on her way.
Yeah.
Thunderbird said, by the way, I will watch your MK video soon. What do you love about Disneyland so much? It's so sweet and endearing.
Do you know what? So when I was younger, and so, you know, like watching stuff in the 80s, you know, like Fame and, you know, Kate and Ali and Who's the Boss and Mel's Diner. There were so many, Roseanne. There were so many, and they were all American. All of them were American. And I was just like, you know, and me wanting to be an actress, sort of growing up and stuff like that. And I would watch these things and I'd be like, oh, one day I'll go, you know. And I watched all the films were American, you know, and I just thought, oh, one day. And then one day a friend of mine wanted to go on holiday, and I just thought, now growing up, everything going abroad other than going to Mauritius or France was a pipe dream. Like none of my family went anywhere bar France or Mauritius, right? Because their idea of holiday, which is not real holiday, was going to see family. Oh, we're going to go see family and blah, blah, blah. So that was all I ever knew. And I just had this in my mind, like one day I'm just going to go abroad and I'm just going to like go and see things. And then, so my first holiday separate from my parents was me going to visit a friend in Italy. She lives in Bologna. And I went there, and I was still very immature, right? But she was very mature, because over there, you know, she had horses and all of. She was just very mature for her age. I was very immature for my age. And at the time, I went to visit her, and she was driving. I felt it was so grown up and all of this. Then when we came back, she goes, "Oh, I want to go on another holiday. You choose. I don't care where we go as long as we go on holiday." I thought, oh, okay. And I always wanted to do something like Camp America. It was always like, oh, I want to go America. I want to go America. I want to, because it was all the film stars and blah blah blah. And you know, we didn't have the internet like we do today. There was no internet. There was no Google. There was none of this stuff. So everything would go through a travel agent. You'd ring up different travel agents and all of this. And I said, yeah, let's go Disney. That is where but my friend said, I don't want to just stay in Disney. I want to travel around. And I'm like, yeah. And in my mind, I'd heard about the Greyhound, didn't know much about it. So, and we were just a couple of young girls. Now, she was mature for her age. I was not. I'd never done any of this stuff this was all my first time. So, I'm happy to, but she didn't want to fly by herself. Even at that young age, I didn't care. I fly by myself now. It's not a thing for me. And so she wanted to go from here, and then we fly together. And she goes, yeah, I can imagine Kelly being quite boring on a flight. And pretty much I am. I'll just read a book, or I'll watch. I will watch everything. So anyway, we flew. We went at that time. We used to take chartered flights, and we flew into Sanford, which was an hour away from Orlando International, MCO. So, and then you had to take like a shuttle. So we got a shuttle, and it took an hour to get to thing. And we actually stayed and it's my first and only time. I've never stayed in another Disney hotel, which was All Star Music, and we stayed there for 3 nights. And I bought all of this stuff. I was like a proper tourist. I bought all of this, not thinking how I was going to carry all of this stuff. That's how, you know, young I. Anyway, so we went to the parks and we had a good time. And then she said, right, I want to go to wherever. And I said, okay, what about Cocoa Beach? Now, bearing in mind, we don't know anything about America. We don't know anything. Where I just had this little tiny map, done a little bit of research. She hadn't done any research, done a little bit of research. We pulled a card from a phone box and just rang the hotel and said, you know, have you got a room in the roundabout area? And they were like, yeah, we have. Make sure you come. I was like, yeah, all right then. We got to the bus station. Now this is the Greyhound bus station, and it felt like I was in one of those movies that you see in the States where something bad's going to happen. And I was just like, oh my God. So you're moving now from the Disney or the Orlando bubble to somewhere I was unfamiliar with. I didn't know. I started crying. I was calling my mum. My mum was in Paris, and mum was just come and see us in Paris. But it was like £2,000. Now, at the time, I did have the money to go to my mum. I could have gone straight to Paris, but I thought I'm not paying no £2,000 to go. So when we got to the bus station at the other end, because we went to Daytona, and I don't know anything about Daytona, and so we got to Daytona, and like I said, we got to this bus station. It was at some tiny bus station in the middle of nowhere. And there was a guy. It was just your typical movie, like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. And when we rang the hotel, they're like, yeah, make sure you come. You're coming, yeah? You're coming. You make sure you come in. And I was like, yeah, we're going to be there. And we jumped in this cab, it was a bit of a rundown cab. It wasn't even a yellow cab. It was just like some no-name cab. And I don't know what it was that was in me, but we started jumping. And goes, is where we're going safe? And he went, no, I was like, can you just take us to a safe hotel, please? Like this. And so, and my friend looked at me as if I was crazy. And so he took us to a Best Western, which was on the mainland. And then when I walked in, I goes, is this place safe? And she goes, yeah, it's pretty safe. I was just so out of my comfort zone. I didn't know anything.
I can't believe you went without even organising anything.
Yeah, but we were just a couple of young girls. We didn't know anything.
Your own,
it was just crazy.
That's so ridiculous.
But yeah, I stayed in the hotel because I was just too scared, and my friend was going out. She was fed up with me by this point. She came back to the room. She goes, look, let's just go home. I was going, okay. And the thing was, while she was like, I was already ringing to go home and stuff like this. And it was going to cost like $170 to go on a standby flight. I said, $170? That's nothing. I'm going home, blah, blah, blah. And she said, yeah, look, let's just go home. And I said, funnily enough, I've been ringing. I think she was shocked. And then we got the bus back to Orlando. We actually stayed at on International Drive, actually. And the rooms were really cheap. It was like $20-something. I was like, $20-something. Oh my God, this is so
that
cheap.
probably tells you something in itself.
No. This was when we got back onto International Drive. And when we got there, so we went to the park again, I think. And then she said, look, let's just stay here. And because I was going to go home 4 days early. And the friendship had kind of been ruined by this point for my immaturity and for her lack of not understanding that we were out of our depth. We didn't know what. So on both sides, my immaturity and her lack of not taking things seriously, because we could have met in the middle somewhere, and I think she was fed up with me, and I just wanted to go home by this point. So we came home 4 days early. She stayed at my place. But that was the real last time she came to visit. We worked in a hotel. That's how we knew each other. I then went to Orlando a couple more times, but with my family, because I think they thought they could never go. And then all of a sudden, because I'd gone, they decided that they wanted to go. And we went a couple more times. And my friend just said, so is that all you're going to do? Are you just going to go to Disney? You're not going to do anything else? And I was going, no, I will go to other places, but currently this is what I love, and this is where I want to go, and this is what I want to do. And of course I did do other stuff. We went to New York. I've been to Toronto, Barca, Salou, Lanzarote. Do you know what I mean? I've been to loads of other places, but at the time, and even now, because I didn't go to Florida for ages. We went to Vegas. We went to I went to Vegas with a friend before I went with Mark anyway. So there were loads of other places that I had been anyway. Like we went to Costa Dorada, and that was a terrible holiday. And to Costa Dorada, I went to a couple of places. Me and my friend, we went to Zante. So I've been to quite a few places, but I think my heart has always been going to Disney, going to Universal, and all of that.
Right, sorry guys, we are very behind in the chat, so please bear with us as well. Karina, I know you've done a comment down there. I will get to it. That is Leading Healing's email address. Hope to have a shirt soon or cut, but I think we don't quite have as much shirts. But plus, can't break a shirt like I broke Michael Kelly. I have to glue it back together. No, he's only joking. Where are we? Please do. Oh, Rich has got to go. He's probably gone ages ago, so probably just catching up. And he loved the Leading Healing. Loved the leak comment, by the way. Leaving a leak comment. Right. It's way more common for black women to wear wigs. Does your mum wear human wigs? If so, there's some good sites like Eunice. Does your mum wear? No,
my mum, no, she doesn't wear wigs and stuff like that. She literally just started. But people in Mauritius don't really wear wigs and stuff like that. We don't really. Yeah.
Karina said there is a train here on the Bay Area, which I would love to take to go into San Francisco every now and then. And I do ride the sub when I go to New York City. Because the other thing, Karina, I was going to say is it true? I had read somewhere that they were going to build a fast line from San Francisco to LA. Is that true? Did that ever happen? Is that on the cards? I did read it. It went millions over.
I think they did build a fast train from Miami to Orlando, I believe.
I meant the one that's watching was into guns. No, we don't just play music. No, I know you don't just play music. You do a host of things, Leading Healing. Karina said the train system is much better on the East Coast than on the West Coast. Oh, really? Yeah, because that would have been in Florida, that one, that fast train from Miami. Train.
Yeah, because they do this fast train, and I saw a couple take this fast train, but yeah.
Leading Healing said, yeah, good consideration. For sure, they can have the understanding that someday they will get old. And what's 21? That's ancient, but so young. Yes, true. It's going to say when you think you know everything at 21, and you realize
you do.
when you're older, you know absolutely know nothing at 21. You got to decide UK or USA. That's what Leading Healing. Charlie, hello, good to see you. Oh, you're like family to us, said Leading Healing. So many youth are struggling these days. No wonder Kelly, or is it Mark, that looks like a lemur from Madagascar. Just kidding. I hope I do look like a lemur from Madagascar. But yeah, some people are actually kind, right downright to wearing stripes. Where are we? Well done, Charlie. 1,004 subscribers. Brilliant.
Wow.
If we do a FaceTime thing, can I join it if you do it? Right. If your parents...
Who said this?
Jensen.
Okay.
If your parents say yes, that would be okay. But your parents have got to allow you to do it.
Your parents would have to contact me or contact Mark, but it's me that looks at the stuff. So and say yes that you can join. As long as you have your parents' permission, you can join.
Just to make you safe, Jensen. That's the only reason why.
That's the only reason why.
Oh, Eddie said agreed. I hope it was agreed from the previous comment. Yes, apologies, guys. I am just catching up. Yeah, last night the latter half seemed tainted me, but I don't think I can not roll for too long. So G may get home early because it's Friday, otherwise the usual time, and then in the weekend. Yeah, because I know this is when you do your lives. Plus, I don't do clubs, but can see drag queens putting on wigs. Silver Fox Kelly. I don't you haven't got the silver fox. I've
got quite a few greys.
Not as many as me. Leading here said, you're posh to the lower income classes or semi-sound homebodies.
Who says this?
Leading Healing. Eating out lots and traveling is true. Find out the bargains and what these places are like. That's what I'm very thankful for. You help us better our lives, for sure. I don't know about that, but you do too, because you guys join us on the live, we have a chat. We really do enjoy, chatting to you. So we're the ones I think we
are, and it's lovely trying these places and bringing you along with us and showing you what's what, showing you what's there. It's lovely.
Hope Glenn gets home safe. All this free stuff. Wow. Karina said, as long as you're not going into debt, there's nothing wrong with enjoying life.
Yeah.
You get one chance to do life. Karina, that is so true.
So true.
And that's why you should be bougie as you are, because you've got to accept the finer things. Nothing below par.
The thing is, when we were growing up, our parents were like, you've got to save, you've got to this and you've got to that. And then after you retire, then you can enjoy life. But that's a very long time before you can enjoy life. I'm like, I want to enjoy life now.
Jensen's got to go. Take care, Jensen.
Bye,
Look after yourself. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Leading Hinny said, although some kids may lie and say yes or ask, that's why I asked. Yeah, no, fair enough. I feel old though. I'm not to think that I didn't have much of growing up. The digital age was just starting. It feels like, oh, Kelly, you and Mark still want to be screen stars someday. I know it. I don't know about that. Well, we kind of get our creativity through doing the YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's before I would have done a class or say, oh God, I've got to go and do a class because but I think this channel helps us in that way, where we can show you guys and doing things that we love as well.
And also, Leading Healing, yes, we will love to do a live in Canada someday. That would be amazing. Thunderbear said, oh, that's so sweet. The American dream is embodied in your childhood.
Yeah, for sure.
You entered platform 9 3/4, said Leading Healing. I only know the day can be a ton of this and that. And Daytona, Florida, I think. That's right. Yeah, it would have been Daytona, Florida. Yeah. You guys need to make your... Hang on, sorry. You guys needed Mark to tour you're all around. Oh yes, Florida, I guess, is slightly zoned out. Yes, we did tour together. That was
and I think you're in a bubble when you go to Orlando, when you go to the Disney parks, and when there's a guy that I watch and he goes biscuits and because he's talking to guys biscuits, and I thought, oh, that's just such a cool thing, and then tells us about where he's going, what he's doing, and all of this type of stuff. But somebody said, why do you love going to Orlando, or why do you love going to like Disney and stuff like that? And he said, because of this. And he showed how safe it was and how, how fun it is, and it's for everyone. And I have to say, when you go to Disney, it's all inclusive. And when I say Disney, I do include Universal in that. You know, you go to these places, it's lovely. You know, you go to have a good time. Everyone's there to have a good time, except for some of the parents who are traumatizing their kids because they're keeping their kids out and stuff like that. And these kids are just screaming and crying. I'm just like, oh my God, this is the happiest place on earth.
Thunder Bear said, Kelly, you're like catnip for kidnappers. Oh my God. Karina said, Greyhound bus terminals are known as hunting grounds for pimps. See, look at you going at 21.
I know. Do you know what? Like, when I think about it, and we were two young girls.
Especially don't think about it.
Yeah, but like I said, her lack of awareness was wild to me. But for her, my lack of immaturity was wild to her. So we just didn't meet in the middle, and it was just such a shame.
Karina, is that true? Is hunting ground for pimps? It's just weird. I'm not disbelieving you at all. I just think, wow. Have you only been to Toronto in Canada? Asked Lily.
Yeah, Toronto is the only place that I've been to in Canada. I do have a friend that lives in Vancouver, and I do have family that live in Montreal. But Toronto's the only, because I had a friend and I stayed with a friend for the 3 weeks that I was there.
I've never been to Canada.
It's lovely. I love it there.
Karina, Kelly's too bougie for that.
What does Karina say?
Thunder, but there says to Karina. Did you leave your heart in San Francisco or Havana?
I've never been to either.
No, we've never been to either.
I always wanted to go to Santa Barbara.
Karina said, Thunder Bear, you're damn right. Oh my God, you stacked your pile a bit more tidy. Yeah, we have a little bit. You've noticed, I mean, that's not tidy, but I've got rid of some of the junk. I'm slowly getting rid of junk. Yes, Karina, and too precious for that. These guys will always be safe. Oh, well, we hope so. I don't know. A lot of the answers, I thought like I'm stuck in a younger years somewhat, but differently. But I do know some stuff to any parent that isn't comfy. I've got to stick and wonder why not. Yeah, so when you're on the thing, that's what we do as well on our live. We do try and get people's ages, because I know what you're saying. You don't want anybody to be...
Well, we don't try to get people's ages, but normally you can, when they are commenting and stuff like that, and normally they'll say, oh, I'm this age or whatever. We don't directly ask, how old are you? There is such a thing as equality. But when you start to, and I suppose even when we started doing the lives, we didn't think about the responsibility and stuff like that. We just came on, and then it's only when you have the younger viewers, you're like, okay, so we always want to keep things positive anyway, and we always love talking to you guys and stuff like that. But we also have to remember, because my nieces came on at some point, and you know, you really have to think about, you want people to be safe online, because the younger people, they don't always know, or it's not always made clear. And so we want to make things as safe as possible, but we also want to have fun with you guys, and we want them to have fun and all of that type of stuff. So it is a little bit of a responsibility.
Mark, they've been talking about that fast train that connects NorCal to SoCal for years. I saw this. Now, I did see they wanted to have this connection train for a long, long time. And they did say that it'd gone so far over budget that they actually don't think they would actually build it, because would it be economical enough to get enough money from the tickets to do it? I highly doubt they will ever break ground. It took them years just to connect San Jose to San Francisco. The other bit I did see, I don't know if, Karina, you'll probably know this better than me. They're talking about, they're so worried that Vegas will run out of money. So they're talking about building the world's longest canal that will connect Vegas to the sea. So it would go all that way to transport all that water.
The thing is, because in the States there's such a big driving culture, they think that and this is just my point of view at this point, just my opinion, is that will they get enough people to take said trains, right? Because everybody drives everywhere, and some people will drive for days. That's not a thing in the UK. Nobody's driving for days to go anywhere. And so, but in the States, that's just normal. Like, you're happy to drive 3 hours. Oh yeah, we live 3 hours away, so we can still see each other. I'm like, 3 hours away? You're lucky if you live 20 minutes away, let alone 3 hours away. I'm not driving them sort of distances. And that is the same for people in the UK. There was a girl that I worked with, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Folkestone, and then I'm gonna go. Folkestone is a whole day thing. What do you mean you're going there for a couple of hours and then you're going? No, when we go to the beach here, it's a whole day, and you have to plan. You have to get up very early. You go, you're going to have your day at the beach, and then you come home early-ish, like 5, 6 o'clock or something like that, and you're getting on the road. And all the parents hate the traffic. Nobody wants to be stuck in traffic and all of this. And it in the UK, it's a whole day thing. But for people in the States, and I'm sure the same in Canada, it's just like, yeah, it's 3 hours down the road, and we're going to go to that. Nah.
Oh, any parent that isn't comfortable with your, I wonder why not. Well, I can understand it because what you always got to protect children online. Of course, our parents don't know what we're like.
Yeah, they don't know us and stuff like that. And you can never truly know someone when you're here. I mean, we are as you see us, to be fair.
Yeah.
Except Mark and I argue a lot, but other than that, we are as you see us. I might chuck a couple of swear words in here and there, but other than that, we're pretty much as you see us. But you can never truly know us because, and it's like when you have a partner, and you can never truly know the partner until you live with that person, and then you think, oh well, can we live together? Can we? And that is the same when you see people, or when you guys see us. We don't get to see you, but you get to see us, and we get to know you via the messages and the chat and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a tricky one because you can meet people and they're not the same. Like I've met people, we met someone a couple of years ago now, and they were not as they were on
I think a lot also as well, there's an old saying, and it's so true, you never really truly know someone until you either live with them or go on holiday with them. That is very
true. Yeah.
And truly in healing, really we can all benefit from each other. Thunder Bear said, I mean silver fox when you had the silver spray.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I had the silver spray, it was just like, what?
Karina said, I learned so much makeup tips from drag queens. I love hanging out with them when I was younger. Oh, amazing.
That's amazing because trust me, I need some tips. My cousin actually, she's Chanel trained. And I always said to her, she should do tutorial videos. I think they would do really well.
Chanel trained.
Yeah, of course you are.
That is amazing though. Had you ever considered doing it, Karina, doing your own makeup tips on a video? From the ones you've learned basically from these ones. The only thing is that you really should come for a festival and cultural tour. One festival has various stages. Well, I guess Fringe does too. So in Canada, is there one specific one you would recommend?
I went to the film festival and I loved it.
Karina said, tomorrow is not guaranteed. This is true. The saying they do say, tomorrow is never promised. Waiting until you retire to do anything is not a very good plan.
No.
Will you be healthy enough at older age to do the things you want by then?
Yeah.
There was a quote I learned and I forgot who said it, but they said, he who does not make time for recreation will soon make time for illness. And I think that is so true.
Yeah.
You guys have Fringe actually. Yes, we do. There's the famous Fringe festival here in the UK is in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Actually, I know, but it's still international. Somewhat but it's nice. I'm so glad I've been starting to do that with my mum the past few years, who was never into it before that happens. After a fallout, I heard a story since we started about a young woman who had a similar relationship with her mother, then enjoyed, and then she worked in the arts, and then the daughter passed. Like in the 20s or 30s.
You know, I was an usher at the Royal Opera House, and there was a very strict policy that you had to show every guest to their seat. And this lady came, she came to see the ballet, because at the Royal Opera House you get to see opera and you get to see ballet and, you know, some sort of like abstract stuff. Anyway, it was a ballet, and I can't remember. I think it might have been La Fille Malgardée, I think it was, or something like that. And I showed the lady to her seat, and I had a chat with her, and she said, you know, I used to come all the time with my daughter. I used to come every year. I can't remember if it was on her birthday or something like that. And then her daughter passed away. Now, That's a tragedy. A tragedy.
That's easy for you
Yeah.
to say.
As a parent, I'm not a parent, but I can only imagine. To see your child pass away and you survive, because it should be in the other way. And she still came for the memory of her daughter. She was quite elderly by this point, and she still came every year to the Royal Opera House to see a ballet in memory of her daughter. And I just thought that was so lovely and such a memorable way to celebrate, your daughter, and and bless her. And she, I don't know if she still had a partner or not, but she was there on her own, to watch this ballet.
Then the best said, yeah, what a waste of life. Who knows how long they have here anyway. Live for right now and no other time.
Right.
So, did you really have to show them good words of advice, Thunderbird? You have to show them to the sea.
Every single Patreon.
A
patron, not Patreon.
I do find it funny when you come on an aircraft. I mean, if you look at a plane, it's just a big, long metal tube. So when you go on, they go, yes, just down there. Yeah. Just man, just down there. Sir, yeah, just down there. Well, there's only one way it can be.
It can be left or right. Preferably left.
Where are we? Oh, take care, St. Cart has got to go. Look
Bye,
after yourself.
St. Cart.
Sorry, I'm still catching up with the comments. So I wish for this kind of thing more, but I can save some of this costing doing volunteer perks, said Leading Healy. Queenie said, oh my God, Santa Barbara is beautiful. There's a road I will always remember called Sand Spit Road there. It's the exits for the University of California, Santa Barbara. I am so jealous that you get to live in California. It's one of those places I've always wanted to go to. But it must be amazing. I'll have to Google that just so I can live vicariously through you, Karina, because that sounds amazing. What is it called? Sand Spit Road. I'll have to Google that.
I'll have to Google that too.
Right, TGFI is Postoronto. Is that how you pronounce it? Was the only place I went to on a B&B. Oh, nice. What did you do in Toronto? We see the Lion King, I may have mentioned before, and Vancouver, only the airport. Plus, I was quoting a couple of songs with the heart in it. Yeah, only took me for about an hour to notice the pile stacks different. So I'm enthralled by you. Well, it's good you noticed. We are slowly. It needs a lot more work. Yeah. So what did you do in Toronto?
So when I was there, so my friend was working and her daughter was going to school, but there were some days, some days I'd go out with her and her daughter and stuff like that, but some days I just went out by myself. I went to bookshops, and I met another friend, and we went to, is it the CN Tower, or it's the one with the round thing, and they had like a glass floor and all of that, and so we did that. And then I went to there's a little island that's just off, and you can take a little ferry to it, and I went to visit that. And then I went to the cinema by myself, bookshops. I went down to check out the shops and all of that. We went to restaurants. So yeah, because it was like being in New York, but sorry for any New Yorkers, but like a better version of New York. That's what it was like. It was just nicer.
Wow.
I know, I'm going to offend some people.
Exactly, Kelly, says Karina. And I would rather spend the dollars to fly to LA and get there in an hour and a half than take the train. Leading Healy said, yeah, that happens when you... yeah, I can imagine that. Sorry, Karina. Because the thing is, as well, I'm the same. I'm just thinking to myself, I could take a coach and that's going to take like 3 or 4 hours to get there. Or I can just take a train, which is an hour. And I just think to myself, life's too short to spend on these things. Just get there as quick as you possibly can. When
I was looking at a train from Miami to Orlando, this was like a few years back. This was pre-pandemic. 7 hours! What is going on for 7 hours that the train from Miami to Orlando? That just doesn't make any sense.
We can almost fly from the UK to Florida for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens when you said it to the one. They don't ask. You usually always say, well, I tell my brother to sub. Then, well, he or she says, and how am I going to sub? The brother may have been there. So I think I misread that. All right. So you're talking about when your family sub. At that time, she goes like 14. I think sorry, leading here. I think I lost track on that one. Kelly, when you mentioned swearing, says Thunder Bear. Leading Henny said, what 20 minutes? That's got to be an exaggeration. If I haven't said yet, TGFI being said an agnostic, but many say it's true, but it's mostly nice to have the G around more than. So G is Leading Healing's partner. I'm going to leave soon. Maybe see you at midnight if you can. Otherwise, the weekend. Yes, Leading Healing, we will try and capture your live. We will try and get there. Thought you were going to say you understand because it was great. Same as we see the arguments. Oh, so you guys argue as well. We kept at bay, pretty laid back. I mean, but every couple argues, right? If you see a couple that say, "Oh, we never argue," they are liars. So every couple argues. Then you think, "Oh, shouldn't have moved in together." You just feel like we make it work. Well, you do. You two get on really well. I don't get how some people aren't the same online as in person. Then again, we are all human, but I can't really imagine either of us being fake. No, I think we are pretty much how we are.
I think it's just very different, isn't it? Because so we're here talking to you and sort of, but it wouldn't be like, so like when we met Kira and Dina, we were able to talk about other things, like, you know, sort of other things. So you get to see a different side of our personality, if that makes sense. Because you can only get to see different sides of people's personalities when you're talking to them and when you're having conversations. And you know, we were talking about, you know, different things and all of that. So while we talk about subjects, and we are pretty much the same as you do see us, you don't see all of us. So it gives that false narrative where you think you know the person, but you don't. It's only when you get to sit down, you have dinner, you're talking and all of that type of stuff. So it's just a very different aspect when you meet someone in real life, you know, when you meet someone in person.
Oh, that's so sad. She must have felt emptiness beside her, said Thunder Bear, when she went to watch the shows. This is the lady you directed to the I know it does make you feel like this when you hear those sort of stories.
Yeah, and you know, you're sitting there, and I went to visit her in the intermission, and I said, and you know, it's like, how are you enjoying it? Blah blah blah. Because that, you know, as well as certain things are part of your role, there's also a human aspect. And I know she was sitting there on her own out of everyone in the. I'm sure there were other people that were sitting on their own, but hers, you get a section, and you have to deal with that section. So I can't deal with the whole auditorium, but that section. And in the intermission, I'd go and speak to her and see how she is, how she liked it, and all of that type of stuff. And even now, I still remember her. And she may have passed on by now, but I still remember her.
I've still not been to any film festivals. My mum was going at retirement, but didn't. Was off disability, now works from home half days. You've had the Fringe for 35 years. Amazing. Karina said, the name of that road just makes me look. I know, Sandspit Road. You can just imagine how that was coming. Clearly, there's like some storm going. Some goes, I call it a Sandspit Road. Not the most romantic of names, but there you go. So Leading here says, yeah, I do ushering, ticket selling, and info table for about 15 years. Only last year there was a bit of a hiccup in what I did, but because of one of the leaders, but I was there for before. Right. Oh, Jensen said, please wish me luck, all the best, because I'm getting my vaccine on Tuesday at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Please wish me all the best. Jensen, you will be fine. We do wish you
all the best.
You are going to be fine. Don't worry. You won't even feel it. Actual fact, they'll tell you to look away and you go, when are you going to do it? And it's done. So it will be fine.
I wouldn't lie if I were you.
No, it would. It's not that painful. It's only painful if you have a real.
You have to remember that people who are younger have delicate skin.
No, yeah,
right. It's not going to be like you. Like,
you'll be fine.
I'm not saying you won't be fine. You will be fine, by the way.
Leading Henny said, yeah, the fallout taught my mum to be a bit more relaxed and less nitpicky, and we learn actually to enjoy the festivals together. My step is pretty happy. So, sorry. I've lost it. The trouble is when I scroll down, it goes so quickly, it goes down all the comments because I'm so behind. So pretty happy to see us do it. I may never be in a show, but would still enjoy it. P.S. That was a touching story, Kelly. You don't say that. Have you ever thought about doing amateur dramatics?
Yeah, I've done amateur dramatics. Yeah.
You scrolled, Mark, in the UK. You're in the UK. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I know. That's what I keep doing. I keep scrolling. A viewer recently said, "How's your life, Barbara?" I said, "Why do you think I have a wife?" They thought you had a wife. Thundersbear said, "I will have to challenge that. I know only a couple in my family, and they are both so chilled and don't care about everything. They have never argued once." Although you don't know what goes on. Do you know what, Thunderbear? You don't know what goes on. Or you don't know what's happened. I think, and it's actual fact, it's quite healthy to have disagreements. I think if everyone goes, yeah, I agree, whatever you want, I think you're not then having that proper discussion. Mark gets his recognition award for organizing applause when neurotherapy is more sensitive. There you go. Got to be more sensitive. Behind closed doors, you can tell they're so laid back and everything. Even their kids are chilled out. Well, that's probably good. That's the best way to live. Never take things too seriously.
Yeah.
Leading Hearing said, "Yeah, I think CN didn't go to. Sorry, I didn't know what you mean by it. Didn't go to the Mervish. Do they have a wax museum there too? Right. So we do have Madame Tussauds here. It's been so long since I've been there. I was more London to Chatham nearby. Right. Okay. So in Chatham.
My mum took me when I was really little to the museum, the wax museum.
Yes, Jensen, tell us how it goes when you see us on Tuesday. I hope it all goes well, and we will hopefully catch up with you on Sunday. 7 lucky hours, but heck, you could fly to Canada in that time. Yeah, exactly, you could. 7 hours on the train. That's mad.
It was mad.
Thunderbear said that's very sweet, and also have to have general awareness when speaking to people going through a bereavement. For some, for example, if I mention the word dad to someone who has lost their dad, it does hurt them. That is true. But you know what, Thunderbear? That shows what a thoughtful person you are. You're always thinking about other people. Karina said, where are we? Maya Angelou once said, people may not remember what you say to them, but they remember how you make them feel.
That is very true. My brother's very big into Maya Angelou.
Are you into that, Karina? You don't mind me asking? Is that something you're into? Because I imagine you're actual fact. You always struck me as a very spiritual person, a bougie spiritual person, but a spiritual person. And there's nothing wrong with being bougie.
Nothing wrong with being bougie.
What you should say to people, I'm not bougie, I have standards. Leaning Hinny says, and now they know who G is. Every couple does. If they say they don't argue, they either communicate and empathize or lie or divorce. I don't know if it's that extreme, but I know what you're saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there are couples who just are, amicable. They get on and they, and they gel. There are couples that will just gel, but Mark and I, we argue.
We just do
almost every day.
It wouldn't be a day without it. Also, your mum says hi. Oh, hello, Bernadette.
Hi.
I was going to say, Thunderbird, do try and encourage your mum to do her not massage, Reiki. Do encourage your mum to do that, because I do think if she got her chance, it's just confidence she's lacking. I actually think she'd be really good at it.
I don't think she's lacking confidence. I just think she doesn't know where to start or how to start.
That's lacking confidence.
And that's
you haven't got the confidence to know where to start. As Julie Andrews said,
I disagree.
As Julie Andrews said, in The Sound of Music, always start from the beginning. A very good place to start. Maybe she felt her daughter was in the spirit that they were still kind of doing together. Maybe.
I think the way that she saw it was she was still going in memory of her daughter to keep up that tradition, the tradition that they did together. And this was her keeping up that tradition, even though her daughter wasn't there anymore.
Where are we? How long have you had the Fringe? Oh God, do you know what? I don't know how long the Edinburgh Film Festival the Fringe
Festival
has gone, but it's a long time. It is a long
it's been going on for a long time.
Thunderbear said you both are. What are we? I missed it. Sorry, Thunderbear. I think it was related to a previous comment. Karina said, I am definitely spiritual. I knew it. I knew it. There was something about that with very high standards. Even my family say my standards are too high.
Yeah, my friend said that to me as I was growing up when, you know, like when the subject of boyfriends come up and all of this type of stuff, and they go, "Oh, Kelly, your standards are too high." And I was
This
like,
is true. This is very, very true.
I was just like,
So I can say that with straight face.
I don't know what standards that you're like that you have set your store by, but I know what standards I have set my store by. So
oh right, now Karina, never drop those standards. Never drop those standards. I bet it probably blows your mind how some people have standards that are at a set level. I bet it does. Would you? Yeah, I was going to say I can imagine that as well, because I think that's what I really like about you the most. You're highly independent, and the fact that you do not compromise for anyone, and I think that's amazing. Don't.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think in life you have to, and there's no judgment from me or anything like that, but you do in life what is best for you, and you hope that anybody in your life will want the best for you, and that's the only thing you can aim for. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want the best, you want people to want the best for you, and you want the best for other people, and whatever that looks like to or for you, that's
absolutely.
you know, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Thunderbird. I will let her know. I just think keep her positive, because I do believe it's in your mum. She just needs to, if she does it and takes that leap of faith, I think she'll be brilliant.
I think she just has to write down all the steps of from the beginning, like whatever that would be, and then do the steps. If she can plan her first 10 videos and start from there, it will flow. It will flow when she starts. So she can plan her first 10 videos, how long she wants them to be, all of that type of stuff. It will come.
Where are we? I can't believe, said Leading Healy, that my test came back recently fine. Why can't you believe that?
That's good news.
Now that's showing you're thinking something negative is going to happen. Where are we? Fine. And Yuri isn't part of a general test, but I was so delicate with the needle and draw on eyebrows, younger, delicate skin, not just older. What did you mean by that? I'm not quite sure.
Was this the needle?
Yeah, you are.
Jensen.
Oh, with Jensen, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was with Jensen. That's what you meant. Sorry, I got it now. You are both thoughtful. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Thunderbear. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, thank you. Leading Healy said, and what so hard to believe about me having a wife? No, there's nothing hard to believe about you having a wife at all. I have girlfriends. Who knows about the future? P.S. Mark, it's still not neurotherapy. What was not neurotherapy? No, nothing. No, I was just laughing because I thought what you said was somebody saw somebody in the background and thought that was your wife, but I hadn't seen anybody in the background. That was why. No, there's nothing to disbelieve that you would have a wife.
Yeah, nothing.
By the way, asked Thunderbear, have you got a PO box yet?
No, we don't have PO box, and I will be honest, we haven't looked into getting one yet.
Well, we did, but it was really expensive. It was something like £1,000 a year or something. I'm sure you said it was quite expensive.
No, well, if I did look into it, I don't remember. Let me have a quick look.
You can't have high standards, only a narrow mind. Where are we? The only one I knew was in Niagara Falls, said Leading Healy. I wonder if I should join a grief group for sessions again. If anyone else said I had more than once, I think it should be allowed. Well, do you feel you need the sessions? That's the most important thing. If you're considering it, something's making you think that you may need that support. Do you feel you need support? You don't mind me asking. What do you guys argue about? Said Leading Healing.
Anything.
Oh God.
Anything.
I get into trouble if I leave a knife somewhere, if I leave a fork somewhere, if I leave this there, if I leave the sugar thing.
You get in trouble for breaking things in the house, right? Things that are
incredible, trivial things, basically.
What? like handles and stuff like that.
I haven't broken a handle for years.
But they're still broken. You haven't fixed them.
I fixed all the handles. What handle's broken in this house?
The windows.
No, that wasn't me. They've gone. I mean, those are old. Thunderbird said, thank you. I will definitely will, at least for a start. My mum will be doing her first proper Reiki class for cancer patients on Sunday. Oh, amazing.
Oh, that's lovely. Your mum could start with that if she wanted to start her channel with that.
She's invited, and this will be their first session as well. That's incredible. It's so good on all levels. You know, they will really appreciate it. Your mum will be able to give back to the community. That's incredible. I think your mum will get a lot out of that. Leaning Healing said, yeah, I'm literally with you both. It's confidence, but also knowing, same with that lady, it can be memory and spirit. Oh my God, are you in Edinburgh? No. So we are the complete opposite end of the UK. We're in South London. Edinburgh's right at the top in Scotland. So, oh guys. Yeah, so just so we've caught up with the chat finally. Thank you guys so much for bearing with us. I know we really appreciate the chats coming in, and I do try and keep up as much as we can. Amen about wanting the best for us all. I was saying about last night in a stream, the only time I felt God speak to me was to say he wants the best for all of us, to be happy and fulfilled in a good way. Whatever it looks like for us, I don't always feel like that in some ways, but the long stagnant ruts. Remember, whenever you feel you're in a rut, look at it like stocks and shares. When you're at the bottom, the only way is to go back up. That's what you've got to remember. Ruts are temporary. They will pass. Yeah, because of symptoms, I wanted to know what was going on. Yeah, I get, and that's good. And do you know what? That's good because you now know there's nothing wrong. So you can now relax, enjoy, and know with that peace of mind. And that's the main thing, is having peace of mind. Yeah. That is what you really want to know. So, guys, we have been going for nearly 2 hours. And the best said, oh, thank you so much. This will be a great opportunity. I will let you know how it went for her next time. Yes, please do. Please do. Please do. An actual fact, do you know what, Thunderbird? This will give your mum so much confidence. I don't think your mum's lacking confidence, so I disagree. No, well, not that, but I think it will actually give her that boost, and I think she will even more. Yeah. And I think she'll go, do you know what? I can do this, I can do that. And I think it'll be brilliant. So yeah, please do let us know. So guys, next Friday, as we said, we will be doing the pajama party. Bye, Fiona. Good to see you. Bye, Fiona. Thank you for joining us. We will be doing that next Friday. That's what we will be doing. So, well, I'll be in my regular pajamas. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna have to get into some. I don't know which one I'm gonna wear. It will be appropriate for the season. So we will be wearing that. So guys, do let us know on Tuesday if you're joining us as well, which will be our next live. You give us your idea of snacks, whatever you want. I wonder, Karina, if I'm not sure if you're still on, but should we make hot chocolate? Anyway, Nina here said, well, they may have seen a poster of models like they were confused about streams. On all size matters can be beautiful. I don't want the initial joke to be misrepresented because it's true. That's just true. All size matters. Thunderbird said, it was lovely to chat with you. Being the crudités, I mean, Kelly, snacks. Yeah, because crudités is not a snack. Leading Henry said, I feel I need to support others to carry the legacy of my loved ones for the social aspect. Snacks and time of the house, it helped with that. And grief is ongoing process, even with gifts. Well, like I say, we join us for those chats, Leading Healing. I will try and join one of your lives this weekend so we can have a chat. Yes, please use the velvetizer. I'm glad you're still on. Right, we will have to get the velvetizer out. I'll have to clean it. We will do that. And you've been given new chocolate. Oh yeah. No, in my mind I was thinking, oh no, I'll have to use the air fryer. No, what do you have to use? The crispy. Oh, the Ninja crispy. Yeah, but I've got to use the drone, so we'll all be there as well. I will be using the Nespresso frother my end. Oh, Karina, I did get the new almond drinks, so I did order them today. It came today. Oh, and your coffee. I might make a Spanish iced latte. And Kelly will even show you how she made it when she's on the live. It's not like you're
Well,
breaking.
unless you're going to bring the Nespresso out here.
Thank you, Leading Healing. It's not like I break things on purpose. Thank you. Thank you.
No, but what I'm saying is, there you can be gentle. It's not like, I'm just gonna wreck everything. And then something doesn't go his way. I like.
Listen to Leading Healing. Right, now, from the best. See you guys next time. Thanks for the chat. And thank you guys. I do want to say it from the bottom of our heart. We are so grateful for all the chat you give us. We really, really are.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you for all the likes as well, by the way. Thank you.
We really appreciate it. So, guys, on that note, you're on. Right, brilliant. So I might even make that as well. So before all of that, before next Friday, on Sunday, we will have our Coca-Cola video where we go to the Coca-Cola store in Disney Springs, Florida, where we try drinks from all around the world. If you're interested, you can check that out on Sunday. And on Tuesday, of course, we do our live chat at 6:30 UK time, where you can join us for more chat, fun, and whatever.
And if you want to catch up with our holidays and what we're doing, I've just finished season 3. Head over to MK Bakeys, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I'm about to start season 4.
There you go. So, Leading Healing, I will try and catch your thing. I know what you're saying about asking parents, not wondering if they're going to say it, but I suppose that's one decision you have to make for your channel. It's definitely not temporary in some ways you feel, but I feel I'm not meant to have much employment or it would be happening. We will discuss this on your live. We will definitely do that. Now, as always, thank you so much for joining us on live. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever you get up to. Do take care. Do look after yourselves. And remember, more importantly,
melt my cheese.
You know it. Anybody's birthday next Friday? Not that I know of.
No.
But if there is, we can celebrate your birthday and have a pajama party.
And if you're having cheese, just make sure you melt it.
There you go. Look at that. Cheese emoji. Until then, guys, have a wonderful weekend. We will see you soon. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.
Bye for now.